Hi everyone, it's Tuplex. Welcome back. Today, what I'd like to do is get some more solid fuel production going. It has slowed down a bit because our oil is fairly low. But we can also set up advanced oil processing now. At least I think we can. Yep. We finished that research. So I'm going to set up advanced oil processing. And then we'll start using some of our petroleum to make solid fuel. Because we've got basically a full tank of it and we're not using that much. But I would like more solid fuel for the steam engines in particular. We're burning a lot of coal right now. So let's start by setting that up. So first thing we'll need is to get some water in here for the advanced oil processing. The advanced recipe will give us more petroleum at the expense of oil. And that's another reason why I want to start using some of the petroleum to make solid fuel. All right, so yeah, best water supply is going to be from the south. And what I'll do is I'll just tap into this line here. And I'm pretty sure we'll still have plenty of water for all the things that we need it for over here. There we go. And I'll put some more turrets down just in case. All right. So we can see these lights flashing as the oil gets above the 5,000 limit that we set, or the 5,000 minimum that we sent to go to solid fuel production. Okay. So I decided to take three of the machines that were making solid fuel from light oil, and we'll convert those to make solid fuel from petroleum. So what we'll need to do is get a couple pumps set up so that we can control when we make solid fuel. We'll do this in basically the same way that we did previously. This is going to cause me a problem. I think we'll have to move this. Yeah. Okay, so we'll hook up a red line to the other pumps and to the other lights. Okay, so this one is going to the production of sulfuric acid. We want that always to be on so that we always have acid available. This is for light oil cracking. Well, we can come back for that. Actually, I think maybe we only need one other pump because petroleum we're only going to be using for acid and for solid fuel right now. Okay, so where do we want to run the pipe? I think right here would be good. No, but we can't do it right there because that water is there. And this one is going to plastic. I'm going to have to move this again. Okay. So now we've got petroleum. And we just need to hook this up. There. We don't have room for our indicator light, so I'll just put it there. Okay. And so we can say in this case, we only want it to run when petroleum is greater than 20,000, let's say. So we only want to use that for solid fuel when we have plenty of petroleum. Okay, so that'll give us some extra solid fuel. Which is great. And then we can set up the cracking as well. So this is going to be light oil to petroleum. And this is going to be heavy oil to light oil. All right, so I'm going to need to move that pipe. Let's power these up. All right, I'm gonna need to go get some more pipes. Okay. All right, and then we need water. Okay, we have water here. So let's see if we can tap into that water line without mixing fluids. Yeah. Perfect. All right, and then the output. All right, so we got our stack inserters, which is good. We could keep working towards the stack inserter pickup bonus. That will take a while. Let's see. What do we need for construction robots? Yeah, we're almost there. Let's go for construction robots, because those are going to come in handy. All right. we need to get the, I want to put the petroleum back into the into the storage tank. But I'm already using all of the inputs, so maybe I can just put it in that way. I think that should work. Okay, these are all backed up right now, except for this one. Yeah, so I think we're using petroleum pretty much as fast as we can right now. And we could always convert more of these over to make solid fuel, just to keep things moving. Alright, so for the light oil, we're doing solid fuel when it's over 5K, and we're doing cracking always. So the thing is, if you're going to make solid fuel, light oil is the best way to do it, because you only need 10 light oil versus 20 petroleum or 20 heavy oil. So really, the heavy oil we should not be using for cracking at all. It would be better to turn the heavy oil into light oil, wouldn't it? Because we get 40. Yeah, with 40 heavy oil, we can make 2 solid fuels. But with 40 heavy oil, we can make 30 light oil, which would get us 3. So let's change this logic. Okay, lubricant we want always on. Light oil to solid fuel, I would say let's do that never. And instead, we will send that to do heavy oil cracking when it's greater than 5,000. Okay, and then we'll change these from heavy oil to light oil. Okay, and then let's get this set up. I guess wrong on the input side here. There we go. And water, I think we can get from here. And then the output we can just send straight down there. Oh, no, I don't want to send it down there. I want to send it to the light oil tank. All right, so let's see where I can bring it in. I think here would be the best place. There. Okay, so that'll add light oil back to the tank, and then from the tank we can decide what to do with it depending on the quantity that we have. So in this case, anytime it's over 5,000, it's going to send it to turn into solid fuel. and less than 5,000, it's going to cracking. No, I want that reversed. Or do I? Yeah, let's reverse that. So in this case, cracking will set to greater than 5,000. And solid fuel will set to greater than 0. Right, so we can see that this one's turned off. You can tell by the red light, that one's turned on. So that way we will only crack it to petroleum when we have more than 5,000 oil in the tank. And in fact, we could even change that to be, let's change that to 20,000. So we'll only do that when we have so much light oil that the tank is in danger of filling up. Okay. Now, let's see if that's enough solid fuel production. Looks like it is, at least for the power plant. We're using all solid fuel now. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. And then we have a little bit left over to go to the mining. All right, so that's good. And if we decide that we want more solid fuel later, we can add more solid fuel producers running off of petroleum, because that's really where we have more than enough at this point. We might change it later, but for now we've got plenty of petroleum. Okay, good. Let's take a look at our map and see if we've found anything interesting recently. We have iron. We have found a couple of copper resources over here on the edge of the map. That's about it. No more iron than that one over there. Looks like there's some enemies over there that we may want to go take out at some point. But they're still outside of our pollution area. Okay. Good. So we got advanced oil, we got more solid fuel production. I want to start making rails so that we can get a train system set up and get that iron ore that we're going to need. I also want to add more iron smelting lines because we are short on iron, as you can see. Let's check on our blue science. I was thinking about this problem that we have, where we're not getting quite enough iron for these mining drills to be produced. The gears are fine. Actually, it seems like if we could balance these two lines, we would be in better shape. Yeah, let's try this. That ought to help. All right, and then the other thing that we can do is we can set up a prioritization. Let me make more red circuits. Where are they? Okay. So this one will set to read contents and hold. And I'm going to put a pole there just so we can read what the output is. Okay, we're getting, that's 5. All right, so this one we only want to enable when anything is greater than, let's say 4. Same with that one. So that way this belt here will always be full. And if it's not full, then it'll stop these belts. So this basically prioritizes the traffic down this split. Okay. And we're not researching anything with blue science right now, which is why these are all backed up. But we'll see if that'll help. Also, now that we can make stack inserters, we can try replacing these. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Let's make 24 stack inserters so that we can replace all those. Do I have any trash? Yep. Okay. That's 4 more. We need circuits. All right. Yeah, so now would be a good time to set up this one. We need red circuits for that. Right, and where will I put the output? The output right there. Okay, we just need to bring up some red circuits for that to work. And we need to basically thread the needle here. Okay, now we'll do construction robotics. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to put this in a different place. Let's see. I could go, yeah, let's go up here. Okay, and to pull from there, we'll put a long inserter. Oh, there we go. Okay, this would be a good place to put one of those stack inserters. and picking up the gears as well. There's 21, 22, and we just need one more. There we go. I'll pick up some of these other ones while I'm here. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is replace these blue inserters with stack inserters. To allow them to pick up the iron plates more quickly. And hopefully that'll help this. I think we're still going to be limited by how much iron we can get down there, but that ought to help at least a little bit. Okay. And why don't we try doubling our output of green science, like we did with the red science. Oops. Now these we might have to do something with. I think we'll need to upgrade that to a red belt. Let's get some more stack inserters for that gear wheel machine, and I think that'll be able to keep up. Yeah, some of these are still waiting for the inserters to come down the line. Let's try putting another machine making gear wheels, because I think that's what it's waiting for. Let's see. There we go. It's pretty much full speed. Okay. Yeah, so I think that'll allow us to get double. Yeah, and this should actually be... Let's do this with red belt too. There. All right, cool. All right, yeah, so we want to make rail. We're going to need stone. If we look at our recipe, rail takes stone, iron sticks, and steel plates. Okay, so we got construction robotics. That is awesome. Let's pick one that uses blue science. We could do higher level modules, which I don't really need yet. Advanced electronics will give us blue circuits, which we need for high-tech science packs. Those are not really needed yet either. Electric furnaces I think would be very nice to have. Let's do that one. In fact, electric furnaces would be great to have, because that way when we do our mining outpost, we can use the electric furnaces to make the iron plates on site, and then we'll just move the plates instead of bringing the ore by the train. Okay, so I think the question now is whether we should try to bring raw stone over here to make the rail, or if we should make the rail where the stone is, which is over here. If we do that, then we're going to need to move iron, plates, and steel. So I think it'll be less difficult to move the stone. And we can do that on this bus where we have our steel. I kind of wish I had more bus space now. The other option, whoops, we have a bunch of stone there. We could always bring stone from here over to there, off the bus. I think that might not be terribly far. Yeah, in fact, that might even be less distance. Let's do that. So what we'll do is get a stack of these big electric poles. I think I have miners. I have 14 mining drills. I'm sure that will be more than enough. And we'll go ahead and hook that up. Actually, let's not put that there. Let's connect here where it's out of the way. And I'll go up, let's go up 2 spans so that we have more room to grow. And then I think I can do this while driving. Raw wood. Oh, I have no fuel. Okay, let's get some more wood. I'm just going to plow through these trees. Okay, and here's the stone. Okay, and I don't think we're going to need a lot. I'm looking at my cheat sheet here. 1 electric mining drill on stone gives us 6.5 per second. Or no, 0.65 per second, sorry. So I'll just put down, I don't know, 6, I guess. Six would be about 3.5 per second. This uses 1 stone. This uses 2 stone per second, right? Yeah, so that'll be more than enough. And a yellow belt will be more than enough. There we go. And I'll run this belt along this line of power poles. Let's get back in the car. Hopefully I can avoid crashing into anything. Yeah, I think we'll just go the rest of the way on foot. Fortunately, it's not too far. Okay. So stone is on its way, and we'll do it over here. Do I have steel? Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do the rails right there. Actually, I have... well, my sticks are being made over there. Okay. Yeah, this will be for straight rail. We're going to need iron sticks as well, which I can put right here. And then the stone will bring down from the side. And I'm out of belts. There we go. Alright, and each one of those will give us 2 rails, which is why I'm using a stack inserter on the output. Okay, and I think I'm going to go ahead and let that box fill up, because we'll need a lot of rail sooner or later. Okay. here. Okay, so we've got rail being made. We've got large power poles. The only other thing that we'll need are signals and train stops, but I think we can just make those by hand for now, since we're only talking about one stop. Okay, so we'll make 2 train stops. We'll make a handful of each signal type. Let's make 1 FARL. We'll make a couple of cargo wagons. Need more iron. I think we'll do our first stop, set up for 2 trains, or for 2 cargo wagons for now. That ought to be sufficient. Okay, let's decide where we want our train stop to be. I'm going to make the train with one-way tracks. So we'll have pairs of rails. It'll be right-hand drive. Since our ore is coming in over here, well, yeah, if we were bringing in ore, I would probably want my unload station to be over here, close to where the ore comes in, so I can just run it into the same system that's feeding all the smelters. But in this case, we are planning to do the smelting on site, so we just need to bring iron plate onto the bus. Now maybe I will do ore for now, because I already have space for smelting lines here. Yeah, I think I'll bring in the ore. Later on when we expand, we'll start doing the smelting on site. But yeah, for now I'll bring in the ore. So we'll set up an unload station, you know, over here someplace. Or maybe right here would be good. That way, if we want to use it to unload copper as well later on, we can do that. Yeah. So we'll put 1 train stop here, and then the other one next to the patch, obviously. 2 train cars, I think, will be more than enough for now. We're going to be limited as far as how many miners we can put on this iron patch anyway. It's kind of small. And if we have more than 2 cars, it's going to take forever just to fill them up. So, right. Yeah, so in the next episode, we'll start setting up the trains and get that going. That'll give us some more iron, so hopefully we can keep this stuff running better. Yeah, so here it looks like our limitation is on green circuits now. And that's because we're running out of copper. So let me grab some mining drills. And we'll go over and get some more copper ore coming in. And I'm going to grab some more of those wooden electric poles. Because those are good for mining. They're cheap, that's why I like to use them. Yeah, looks like we're mining out a lot of the drills on this side. A lot of them. Okay. I think we can get rid of these. Okay, so let's set up, I'll just set up another set of 20 or so. There we go. We'll switch over to red. Okay. Now this belt is backed up, of course, but that's not a problem. Since we only have one copper line for now, it doesn't matter if the ore belt gets backed up, as long as this thing gets fed properly. Okay, that ought to help keep the circuits flowing. Maybe we ought to upgrade these to red belts. Let's try that. Or at least the main line. Yep, that seems to help a bit, at least. We're still not all green all the time, but pretty close. And that doesn't leave much copper for anything else, so I think we're going to need to add another copper line. I'm just going to wait until we have the electric furnaces so that I don't have to upgrade again. We've got plenty of power. And while we're doing that, we can start loading those with efficiency modules. With what few circuits we have left. So for the moment, I'm just going to set up something kind of quick and dirty to make efficiency modules. Let's do 2 of those. There. So we'll just start making stacks and stacks of efficiency modules. The reason for level 1 modules is that electric furnaces, if I'm not mistaken, they have 3 module slots. And the level 1 efficiency modules have a 30% reduction. The cap on efficiency is minus 80%. You can't get any more energy efficient than that. So 3 efficiency module 1s will give you minus 90. You know, it basically takes you up to the cap. So there's no reason, you know, and it's an efficiency module 2, which has, I think, minus 40. 2 of those would get you to minus 80, but you need 4 module 1s to make 1 module 2 anyway. So this is by far the most economical way to get efficient electric furnaces. Okay, so we'll get that going. We'll expand copper. We'll start to set up our train. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.